Let's talk about dialectical behavioral therapy and why I love it now and why I hated it when it was first introduced to me. Why did I hate it at first? Because I was in crisis, and DBT, in my experience, for me at least, was not good in a crisis.
DBT is actually created for clients that are going through crisis. These videos are super helpful because they share lived experience from a client perspective. DBT skills do need to be learned and practiced a lot while not in crisis, so that way they can happen as second nature when a client really needs it. So if DBT is being experienced as invalidating, I mean, first of all, no therapist is perfect, but if the overarching vibe is that my therapy was invalidating and that DBT doesn't include validation, therapist is missing the mark greatly. DBT actually has 6 levels of validation, and validation is always needed before introducing a change. Instead of moving to, hey, here's a skill, therapists need to first validate the wisdom or the urge of the emotion. This is basically acknowledging that the urge or the emotion has good intentions, and yet in the long run, whatever behavior is coming after that is causing them more harm than good. Therapists also need to validate the task difficulty. For example, of course, this is really freaking hard. You've been doing it this way your entire life. Therapists also need to be functionally validating by ensuring that they address the context. For example, if you have a client struggling to get out of bed in the morning and your response is just try opposite action. Okay, like that's missing a lot. Help them experience what opposite action can look like on a spectrum. For example, I might say something like, hey, see if you can practice just sitting up in your bed. Straighten your spine, pull your shoulder blades together and down your back and take a deep breath. This would be a step in helping somebody get out of bed using opposite action without going for the full practice of it that is totally not accessible to the client. Something else that's also relevant is to take into consideration both your client's needs and their neurotype to see if any adaptations are needed to the model. The evolution of any therapy modality has to include, hey, how might we change this if we're working with autistic folks or if we're working with clients who have complex PTSD? What do I need to learn as a therapist to ensure that I'm not missing anything? Because of this reason, my training membership for therapists includes specialized topics on adaptations for DBT. This way, therapists are better equipped to ensure that they're actually helping their clients without missing the mark of validation.